Alright, hey everyone, what's going on? It's Pasta coming back at you with some more commentary for the NAGA. Happy Sunday to everyone. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the week of games so far. This one should be a great matchup between the Richmond Rockets and the Columbus Senators. Two high-powered offenses coming into this one. We will take a look at the teams going into today's game. We have Richmond up first as the visitors. They have not had great success the past few weeks. They have lost 4 straight and are 2-5 overall on the season, despite Paul Wagner being second in the league in passing yards and tied for second in touchdowns. He quite literally has been carrying this team on his back. His Rockets are good for the third best passing offense in the league. They are averaging 277 yards per game, but the defense is what's really letting them down. They are second to worst in total defensive yards given up. They are allowing over 410 yards a game, with bottom 6 defenses in both passing 21st and rushing 19th. On the other hand, Columbus has been pretty smooth sailing out for the entire year. They are 6-1. They are currently leading the Midwest division as Iowa lost their game against Brooklyn, so they moved to 5-3. So that gives Columbus a little bit of a cushion now for the division. And if they win, that puts them in a really good spot to capture that division title. Pretty much impossible for Iowa, I believe, unless they went out to capture that division title. Meanwhile, the ranks for each of these teams, or Columbus actually, just 7th total offense, 14th best passing offense, 7th best rushing defense, of course, Liberty Chambers at the running back spot. On the defensive side, 15th ranked total defense with the 3rd worst passing defense and the 6th best rush defense. So both pass defenses have been struggling this season, so I wonder if we'll see the quarterbacks air it out to their star receivers today. We will see what the guys in the panel have to say. 3 out of 4 taking Columbus, and James going with the upset here and taking Richmond by a point. But regardless, all the guys predicting high-scoring games, and I do agree here. I do agree that this will be a very high-scoring game between two great passing offenses. We will see how the teams fare in this one. We are live in Columbus, Ohio for this NAGA game. Coin toss is right now. And it looks like Richmond will be getting the ball to start here. Second-year kicker Matt Montgomery to kick it away, and we are underway. Ja'Cory Rowland to return out to the 20-yard line. As mentioned, Richmond's offense led by veteran QB Paul Wagner. Today, Sherwin Crockett on that carry. Doesn't get very far. Wagner, 35 years old, from Standish, Michigan. Played his college ball at Central Michigan, not too far. Wagner to throw on 2nd and 9. Has time. Scrambles out left. He'll run. He's got some space to run here. Oh, he gets hit hard. Caleb Arthur with the big hit on the veteran QB. But Wagner has himself a first down for the Rockets. Targets to look out for today for Richmond. Of course, Sherwin Crockett at running back. Receivers include Jacory Rowland, David McKittrick, and Brandon Guthrie. There's Cyrus on the catch. He is their 5th string wide receiver. Very young receiving core. Strickland just 25 years of age out of South Carolina. It'll be a 2nd down and 1. Hand off here to Crockett, left side. Oh, nice hurdle there. He'll pick up the first tackle made by the veteran safety Darius Whitley. As Michael Limit, the backup RB, comes into the game. Both receivers, running backs, both running backs for Richmond, college teammates at LSU. Crockett 28, Wilmoth 26, so they spent 2 years in college together. Wilmoth, a flag down. It'll be an offensive holding on McKittrick. They'll back him up 10 yards. Only one real missing piece for this Richmond offense today. Right guard Andrew Shabilsky is out with injury. Marco Barrera, 76, will take his spot at right guard today. Kick in motion, 1st and 20. Crockett on the run, and he'll be stopped once again by Whitley. That's good for 6. It'll be 2nd and 14. Long way to go after the holding call. 2 backs in the game. Shotgun set here for Wagner. A motion Crockett out to the near slot. Max Taub in the backfield, 37. Wagner's pass caught. Brandon Guthrie, his first catch of the game. Guthrie, who has made his way through the depth chart, started his career as the 5th receiver on this team. The 23-year-old 2nd-year player from Indiana State. Rowland in motion, 3rd and 2. The handoff is left side to Crockett, kicks it outside, breaks the tackle. And Devontae Connor there to bring him down, but not before a big run there by the former LSU running back. Here is Wagner, empty backfield to throw. Pass is caught, Strickland again, but he'll go nowhere. That's Connor again on the tackle. Connor taking over the 2nd middle linebacker spot from Gerald Presnell. Earlier this year, Connor, a rookie from Virginia Tech, who is looking to do some big things for this Columbus defense as Chad Larson begins to regress. Pass is incomplete. He was trying to hit Dawkins, the tight end. It'll be 3rd and long here. Columbus would love a stop to force Richmond to just a field goal here. Trips to the right for Wagner. Crockett in the backfield. McKittrick in motion. They go play action. Wagner's pass is caught. Sherwin Crockett. Did he have enough? No. Tackle is made before the line to gain, and that will bring out a field goal attempt here. Theo Klein on to kick it. Wagner to hold. This one from about 32, 33, and it is perfect. Theo Klein drills it, and Richmond has the lead here. (3-0) as Richmond scores on their opening drive. We'll see what Columbus and Jalen Washington can do. This is Shaquan Ellis to return. Ellis not getting very far there. Tackled by Sammy Bell at the 24. Checking out Washington's stats on the year. Only 57% completion, 14 touchdowns, and 1 interception. About middle of the pack in yards. 16-26. Screen passes caught Chambers, and he'll stay in bounds. Turned what would have probably been a 7-yard loss into a 7-yard gain on the play. And that'll make him be subbed out of the game after breaking that hard tackle. Rashad Gaddis comes into the game. The speedy running back. Weak eyes set. Brendan Paul in the game at fullback. Gaddis on the line for the first. Columbus, of course, known not only for passing the ball, but running it too. Of course, they have one of the better running backs in the league in Chambers, and Gaddis, a solid backup. Both have been with the team since Season 1, as has most of this offensive play. Washington's pass is almost picked off. Good coverage there by Richmond. And it will be a second down now after the incompletion. Trips to the right, Brown, Michaels, and Ellis. Your receivers, 19, 7, and 13. Washington to throw here. This pass will be incomplete. Knocked away at the last second. Sammy Bell on the coverage. Third down coming up. And if you're Richmond, you would love a stop here to get the ball back into your possession. Here's Washington. We'll go play action under pressure. Deep pass is caught. That's DeMonte Michaels. On the linebacker, that's Callahan on the tackle. And that mismatch creates a big first down for the Senators. First down at Richmond's 35. They go fullback five here with Paul. And that won't get far. That's Callahan again making the tackle. Go! Here's Washington. Has time. Pass is caught. Ooh, I thought that was going to be intercepted for a second. That was Bell again and Robert Graham in coverage, but Shaquan Ellis makes the catch, and Columbus keeps on moving. Some key pieces missing on this Columbus offense. Well, actually just one piece. It's Jarvis Cowan, the left tackle. Is out today. J.R. Cronister, the former Orlando Flame, will be taking his spot at left tackle, number 78, in the red uniform. Cronister out of Hot Springs, Arkansas, 32 years of age, a veteran. Washington on the carry, and that should be good enough for the first, and it is. Washington, one of the few mobile quarterbacks in the league, not afraid to use his legs, and does there. First down at the 12. Motion man is Ellis to the left side. They run the opposite way with Chambers. And good tackle there by Stevenson. That's good for 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Weak eyes set. Paul to the left. Thompson, the tight end, to the right. So a run play here will do with Gaddis. Breaks a tackle and has enough for the first. Antoine Kirkpatrick that time saving a touchdown. Columbus 1 yard away here. Nothing is guaranteed in this league, though. Chambers in the backfield. Toss it right side and he'll walk in. Touchdown, Columbus. Ricky Chambers scores the first TD of the game. With under a minute to go in the quarter. Extra point by Montgomery is up and good. Montgomery to kick. This is Rowland to receive again from his 10 this time. And Whitley again on the tackle. 13-yard return, new drive for the Rockets. We'll see if they can get in the end zone themselves on this drive and take the lead back from Columbus. They'll start with an empty backfield. They do this a lot. 4 receivers in the tight end. Dawkins in the game. Wagner's pass is short, caught McKittrick. And 50 Chad Larson, the veteran linebacker, making that tackle. Just a few seconds to play in the quarter. Crockett on the carry and stopped immediately. It's Dre Leathers, 95, making that tackle. Arguably the league's best defensive end, and that will be the end of the quarter. A good game so far, 7-3 Senators. New quarter, and a play upcoming here. This is 3rd and 6 for the Rockets. They hand off to Taub, and probably not the best play call on 3rd and medium, I would have to say. Yeah, I don't know. Just me, though. Just me. Anyway, we may be looking to do a player overhaul here. Or play calling overhaul, excuse me, not player overhaul. Maybe a player overhaul, I have no idea. But things are coming in the offseason that I hope will benefit the league immensely. Arthur on the return. And stopped at the 36. This will be a new drive for Columbus. They'll toss it again. This play has worked well with Chamber. Remember, he scored a touchdown on a similar play. That one good for only 3, though. Here's 2nd down, 7. Another run with Chambers. And at a good chunk of yards, but not quite enough for the first. As they'll bring in Gaddis to try and pick up this 3rd down. I assume it's going to be another run unless I'm mistaken. They look to be in a running formation. Perhaps they try that same toss play again. They would not. They'll go inside run to the left here, and that is immediately stuffed by recent trade deadline acquisition Rashawn Maxwell. Traded from Tucson in exchange for Khalid Rashid. A swap of defensive ends between Richmond and the Vipers. Australian-born James Tonkin to punt. And that is looking beautiful. Inside the 1. And, oh, it's perfect. You can't get it much better than that. How about the Aussie punter James Tonkin on that punt? My, oh my. Richmond could have to go 99.5 yards if they want to score again. Wagner in trouble. And that will be caught. That'll barely get him out of the danger zone. That may have gained a foot or two. That's Guthrie. They'll mark it down as a catch, but got to get at least 15 to 20 yards to give yourself some breathing room here at least. 2nd and 10. They line up Crockett in the backfield. And if he's stopping his tracks, this might be dangerous. He'll actually get a few. He'll get 5. So at least they're at the 5, and they're not at the 0.5. We'll see if they pass here on 3rd and 5. That would probably be the best decision, I would think. Trips to the left here. Could see some cool route combos out of this. Dawkins in wide motion. They will pass. Wagner. Oh, that's a nice route by Dawkins for the first. They hook up on the slant. And they do get out. They do get a breathing room. They go to the 17. And now they will continue this drive with 6:40 to go in the first half. Columbus up 7-3. Richmond scored first with a field goal. Columbus responded with Ricky Chambers rushing TD. Big shot here. That's caught as the backup tight end, Rashawn Butler. Wow, what a big call there. Rashawn Butler, the backup tight end. A connection of 38 yards. Hand off to Crockett. That's Tevin Edwards, the young phenom defensive end, on the tackle. Second and 13 after that loss, but they are in Columbus territory at the 48. Hand off again, Crockett left side, breaks the tackle, and Sam Jordan right there for the tackle. Columbus, I'm sure, is happy to see him in the lineup. Has been battling an injury these past few weeks. He has been in and out of the lineup battling a concussion. 3rd and 9. Go! Wagner will run it with Wilmuth here, and he'll get stuffed. That's Shattuck on the tackle, but it's a face mask. Looks like behind the play on Arthur, the safety, and that'll bail Richmond out and keep the drive going. Oh boy. The one down you do not want to take a defensive penalty on, and Columbus does just that. Guthrie here in motion on first down. Wagner looking, passes to the end zone in triple coverage. Trying to hit Ja'Cory Rowland there, I believe. I think C.J. McMillan was in the area too. McKittrick in short motion. Second down, Wagner to throw here. Looking, deep, pass, incomplete out of the hands of McMillan, I think. Very close on that one was C.J. McMillan. I believe Georgia Tech receiver. He's a rookie, 22 years of age. Crockett on the run, not getting very far. This Columbus defense living up to their name here with a solid rush defense. Hadn't allowed Richmond to get very far. 5 rushes for only 14 yards on that drive. Trying to attempt another field goal here, and that is literally perfect. You can't get it much better than that. 39-yarder is good for the Rockets. They are now down by just a single point. Under 4 minutes to go. Columbus looking to extend their slim lead. Klein kicks. Ellis returns. Stuffed. Good tackle by Robert Graham. We'll see if the receivers can get a little bit more involved this drive. As definitely been relying heavily on the running back department. Here's a deep shot, and that is exactly what I meant. DeMonte Michaels with a big 35-yard gain. They call me the offense whisperer. Big connection at 35 puts Columbus right inside Richmond territory. Toss play, Chambers trying to hit that outside, couldn't quite get there. Bell on the tackle. He'll be subbed out for Lionel Holloway Jr. Second and 1. Chambers gets the first. And met by a swarm of Rockets, including Wilkerson on the tackle. Washington on first down. Looking pass is almost picked. That was in the hands of Jordan Damon. The corner out of Clemson. Could have taken that one back probably to the house if he avoided all the hits. Second down. Go a deep shot to the end zone here. It's caught by Jeremiah Brown. Touchdown, Senators. Jeremiah Brown finding the end zone, and good for him. I feel like he's been so underutilized in this offense, as a lot of slot receivers are. Meanwhile, that extra point is just barely through the uprights. Brown, of course, really under the shadow of Ellis and Michaels, the 1-2 punch there, but Jeremiah Brown, just 25 out of the University of Georgia, does have star development, by the way. Rowland on the return, or Simi making the tackle. So we'll see if Richmond can put together a drive here to end the half. Remember, they do get ball at the start of the second half, As... Wait, no, Columbus does. I'm sorry. No, there's a sack. There's Edwards. Yeah, so Richmond started out with the ball. That means Columbus gets it. Yeah, Columbus does get it. Okay, yep, I misspoke. Whoops. So if you're Columbus, meanwhile, you would love to stop them here to have a lead going into halftime. Meanwhile, if you're Richmond, to avoid getting out of this game getting out of hand, you would love to score here. So this is a very important drive in the game. 2 minutes to go. Rockets down by 8. Crockett on the carry, and Devontae Connor has been all over that backfield. That's got to be at least his second or third tackle for loss today. Timeout taken by the Senators. They have 2 left. Motion man Rowland. Crockett on the run. And that is Chad Larson on the tackle. Second timeout burned here by the Senators. But it is fourth down, so the Richmond will be punting it away, I would assume. They will. It's Chris Neuenschwander on to punt. And this is going to be Arthur again on the return. And he'll be stopped. McKittrick on the tackle. And Columbus has the ball back with a lead. And the ball coming out after halftime. We'll see if they can extend their lead and really put this game on ice for the Rockets. Washington trips to the right to start. Has a wide open man. It's caught Shaquan Ellis. And that's a good start to this 2-minute drill drive. Minute 20 to go in the first half. Washington again to pass. Going to the end zone. It's DeMonte Michaels for the TD. Columbus's offense firing on all cylinders today. That's their third touchdown in the first half alone. Extra point upcoming by Montgomery. That's danger. That's almost where he put his last one. But this one did not bounce off the post. This one goes right through. 21-6 our score. And Richmond in desperate need of some points here. Rowland inside his own 10. Tackle made by Kari Stockton, right around the 26. Wagner will start with an empty backfield under center. Go! Here he is to throw deep, incomplete. I believe he was trying to hit McKittrick there. Second down. Wagner to throw again. Deep shot again. McKittrick connects. This time with his number 2 receiver. Paul Wagner with a big throw. Timeout Rockets, their first. As they are close to midfield here, Wagner not having the worst day. 9 of 13 for 104. Just can't get points on the board. Perhaps most of that coming from the efficiency in the running game. A quick pass here as incomplete. At least they're trying to get the ball off quickly here as they end the half. No luck here. Richmond on first down. They'll try again on second down. Now, I did notice that C.J. McMillan is not in the game. I may have called his name by mistake multiple times. I was probably meaning to refer to McKittrick, now that I think of it, because I believe McMillan is, and I'm going to check this right now, he is indeed their 6th receiver, so of course he won't be seeing the field. So, free advertising for C.J. McMillan. There we go. All right, Crockett on the run, and that is what I meant by running game inefficiency. Last time outburned by Columbus, it is 4th down. So they will get the ball back yet again. We're not even out of the first half yet. I feel like with this end of the first half has taken a few years. Nguyen Schwander to punt again. This one looks good. Where are they going to spot it? Oh, right at the 2. Nice job. Nguyen Schwander seeing a lot of action. The 24-year-old second-year player from Eastern Michigan. Columbus backed up at the 2. Washington, quick pass here. Caught Dwayne Thompson, the tight end. That one good for 3. That'll get him just across the 5. And still a long way to go, but Columbus not in any rush here. They're up by 15. And perhaps could drain this clock in a few plays. Washington's pass here is caught Chambers. And Bell in there for the tackle. And Richmond elects to not use timeouts, and that will be the end of the first half. It's been all Columbus so far, 21-6. Alrighty. Welcome back. We have another half of football for you. Richmond to kick off. Klein boot it away. Ellis. And Dante Wilkerson there for the big hit. As Jordan Damon goes flying after the return. Looks like he'll get up just fine. Go! Washington with a deep throw. Ellis with the connection. Sorry about that. Had to mute for a quick sec, but we're back. Big run there by Washington for the first. Washington to throw, has time, it's incomplete. Into double coverage, not the best throw, but it's still second and goal. Good thing that wasn't picked. Shotgun set here for Columbus. Washington looking pass over the middle, it's Michaels. Not far, Wilkerson on the tackle. Third and goal, Richmond would love a stop here to force a field goal. 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Washington impressive so far, 11 of 16 for 221. To throw here, it's caught. Wow. Ellis for the TD. That play for Richmond, good for 16 and a first. First down toss play to Crockett. Again, that's Connor on the tackle. He's been everywhere today. Six minutes to go in the quarter. 2nd and 6 for Richmond and a flag down. It'll be defensive encroachment on Edwards. That'll push it from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 1 here. So a better opportunity for Richmond to convert. Toss play, Crockett for the first. With Crockett. That one good for 4. And it'll bring up a second and medium here, second and 6. So Wilmoth in the game now. Here he is on the kick. Wilmoth sprinting forward and has enough for the first as Richmond has been putting together their best offensive drive yet, it seems. It's just that Columbus has not really allowed them to get fully into the end zone. They've allowed them to get into field goal range, but not in the end zone yet. Wagner's pass here is going to connect with Roland, and that brings them closer. Wagner now under center, 1st and 10 from the 10. Rocket not far. Stockton there for the tackle. One of the many great talented linebackers on this Columbus team, of course, Orsini, Larson, Connor, Presnell, and of course, Kari Stockton, who led the league in tackles in season 1, had over 100 of them. Second down, going. And that's Devontae Connor again on the tackle. He has had quite the game. He is definitely my defensive player of the game, that's for sure. I wonder if the game will agree. Because, man, that guy has been so quick to the ball. It's insane. And he's just a rookie, too. There's a touchdown. It's Brandon Guthrie, so they finally get in the end zone. As Richmond taking advantage here, as you see the nickel blitz was on. And Brandon Guthrie has himself a TD. Klein's skip is good, and this is back to a 2-score game. Kick is away by Klein. Here's Ellis. We'll see if Richmond can get a big stop here, get the ball back without giving up any points. Washington's pass is that one only good for a yard. Washington here has time. Wide open man. It's the fullback, Brendan Paul. And that's another first down. Robert Graham making the tackle that time. And we are up on the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Going to be a strong eye set here with Thompson and Paul on the same side of the field. First down for the Senators. Chambers on the run, and he'll be stopped by Callahan after a pickup of 7. We'll see what they call here. Second down and 3. Go the pass here. Washington out to the right. Chambers in the flat, makes the catch and breaks the tackle. something he does just about as good as any other player, if not better than any other player in the entire league. His ability to shed tackles is, in my opinion, the best in the league. He just seems to rub off hits like it's nothing. There's a pressure now on Washington. He'll go down. That's Markel Sutton making the sack. The defensive tackle for the Rockets. They'll lose a few. I think it's a 5-yard loss. It is. First sack of the game for Sutton.
Tonight.
Run. Gaddis. Can't break as many tackles as Chambers can, but gains 2. Third and long coming up. As we tick down near the end of the quarter, can they get the playoff before then? Yes, they do. Pass here is incomplete, trying to hit Thompson. And that will end the quarter 28-13, our score in Columbus. Punt coming. Tonkin to punt. Sammy Bell right in his end zone. He will not touch this. That'll be a touchback. Pocket. If we can, I would like to see the rushing stats for Crockett today. I'm assuming they're not going to be all that significant. No, just a drive summary. Darn. Anyway, 2nd and 6. Another run. Crockett gets 1 tackle. Not the second. Crockett out. Wilmoth in. Not that he's had much more success, because he hasn't. We'll see if they can hit Rashawn Butler over the middle like they did in this formation as well. They do have him going long, but they go short instead, and they won't get it. Oh, man, was Butler the better option there? Do you go deeper? That was the exact same play they hit him on last time, PA flex. That's the exact play. Oh, my gosh. Anyway. New Inchwander. Putting it away. Yep, this is Arthur. And swallowed up by Rowland after a short return. Columbus with the ball again. Up by 2 scores. And looking to put this game away here early in the 4th. Washington under center, strong I formation. They motion Thompson to the slot on the left. They toss it that way to Chambers. Good gain there of 6. Bell on the tackle. Chambers, good day running the ball, 11 for 72. Another run. Chambers finding a hole and finding a first down. Here comes Gaddis back into the game along with Lionel Holloway Jr. We've seen a lot of Lionel Holloway Jr. today. No relation to Rashawn, by the way. The two are not related. Washington going deep. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Michaels on that play. And couldn't quite connect with him. Here's a 2nd and 10. Washington. Oh, almost picked. I think that was Jordan Damon in coverage, I want to say. 24. He is the corner on the right side. Well, looking at the right side anyway. Yes, it was Damon, 24. Putting his hands on that. Washington to throw deep. It's Michaels again. That's his man. Devontae Michaels having himself a pretty good day. Already has a TD, I believe. A pretty long one, in fact. I think. That sounds about right. Anyway, can we carry on? Goal line formation here. First down. Washington looking. Gonna throw it away. A second down throw here for Washington. He'll throw it away again. Good coverage by Richmond, as the route combos were not to be desired. 4 streaks and a flat route. Couldn't really find anyone open, get any separation with that, I wouldn't think. Third down. They go play action. Has a man wide open, but the receiver couldn't get it. I think that was Thompson, who, if he threw it earlier, was wide open, but Washington let the corners come up and jump the route and knock it away. Montgomery to try a pretty long field goal. This is from 46, and he's got it. Good kick by the second-year kicker, Montgomery. This guy was drafted, Montgomery was, in the 7th round of the Season 2 draft, was the 5th to last person selected, but has taken over for kicker Rob DeBenedictis, who is still a free agent, by the way, but former Grizzly, former Senator, and now has been released in favor of Matt Montgomery, who is looking to have a lengthy career here in the NAGA. Richmond needs something, and that's not something. Big tackle by Edwards, who, along with Connor, may be the future of this defense, let me tell you. Edwards, a youngster himself, out of Centerville, Illinois, second-year man out of Illinois State. Wagner looking around, gonna scramble here. He has some blocking. Great block by Sherwin Crockett, and Wagner down the sideline. If nobody's open, I'll do it myself, he says. A big gain of 33 for the veteran. Remember, I was talking about Wagner has been carrying this team on his back. Great passing stats, just not the record overall to show for it. That's not necessarily what I meant. Of course, not the fastest of quarterbacks at 35, but still can take off when needed, and he showed you why right there. Edwards again on that tackle. 2nd and 12 now. Taub again to the right side. Gets a few. Whitley on the hit. And it'll be 3rd down. Trips to the right. Tight end to the left for Wagner. Better not be a run. It's play action. Okay. That is caught by Crockett. Not very far. And who do you know? Devontae Connor once again making the tackle. Be interested to see who the game selects as defensive MVP of the game. I would have to assume it's Devontae Connor. Sherwin Crockett, as we see there, 21 for 68. So not great, but honestly, with the way that the running backs have been overpowering these games recently, that's almost kind of the numbers that I want to see. You know, top 2 running backs averaging, 7 or 8 yards per carry per season. Deep shot here. Oh, it's caught. Wow. Thompson with an insane grab. Wow. That's good for a 36-yarder. Oh my. Crazy catch. But Crockett, meanwhile, averaging about 3 yards or so per carry. That's around what I want. So really good. Washington, that is off the hands of Callahan. And that could have been dangerous for Columbus. Washington here off Chambers. Wilkerson coming up from the safety spot to make the tackle. It'll be third down. 3.5 to go in the game. Meanwhile, as we continue to tick down, we will check out the other games happening this week. And we'll give you a preview of next week. That is Michaels down inside the 5. So, of course, this being the 3 p.m. slot, the second game of 4 today, coming up, Raleigh at Wichita and Sacramento at Austin. And we'll get you updated on the Week 9 games after this play. Meanwhile, Michael's a great day, 7 for 145. Week 9 matchups, as it's a false start there, include Richmond going on the road to Brooklyn, Columbus going on the road to Iowa. Those are our first 2 games. Milwaukee at Omaha, Portland at Salt Lake City, Delaware at Virginia Beach, Memphis, Baton Rouge, etc. I'll get the other half after this play coming. First and goal. Brendan Paul on the carry, stopped by Bell. Second half of games include St. Louis at Wichita, Sacramento, Vancouver, Orlando, Raleigh, Oklahoma City, Louisville, Albuquerque, Austin, and then Tucson, San Antonio to wrap it up. Second and goal. Columbus looking to put icing on the cake here. Chambers can't quite get there. Kirkpatrick making that tackle, loss of 1. Third and goal. Chambers, yardage, and Dominic Jacobs there for the tackle, the backup middle linebacker. This should be a field goal here, I would think. 2 minutes to go in the game. A chip shot for Montgomery. Yep. This one from 19 or so, that's good. Call it 18, actually. What difference does it make? 34-13. Roland on the return. Not a bad return out to the 24. Tackle made by Stockton. Richmond playing for pride at this point. They will be going to 2-6 on the year. And not they were in the playoff race anyway, but this will not help. Columbus, meanwhile, going to go to 7-1 with this win. Wagner very accurate. If he can get some more good passes, he'll avoid the 200-yard passing regression. He needs 29 more yards to get that. He's at 171. Does have a TD pass. That was to Guthrie earlier. That's been the only touchdown. And that is into quadruple coverage. Paul Wagner, what are you doing? Well, I guess desperate times call for desperate measures, as they say. They are down by 3 scores. And just need anything to get on the board here. Third down. Guthrie in motion. They're going to go deep again. It's Roland. That's 27. So he's 2 yards short of 200. And we'll see if they pass it again here to put Wagner over that mark. Guthrie in motion.
Go!
They will pass. Intercepted! It's Sam Jordan. There's a flag down there. It'll be a hold. This will stand. Sam Jordan will seal the deal. Paul Wagner does not get his 200 yards. That's our first turnover of the day. And concussion what for Sam Jordan? A little bit of cobwebs in the skull, no problem for him. He's a player. He's one of the best corners in the league, in my opinion, up there with Mobley of Louisville. But yeah, definitely a big piece to this team, that's for sure. Victory formation here, clock control. They will kneel it again. One more kneel down on this one will do it. Columbus all over Richmond in this one. Seemed that the game was kind of close, but then Columbus really turned it on, especially in that second quarter. And that will do it. Another kneel down by Washington. And clock hits all zeros, and this one's over. They give Tevin Edwards the defensive player of the game. I agree, although Devontae Connor did have quite the game. Washington 18 of 30, 353. That's a pretty average Jalen Watkins stat line, if you ask me. Low completions, but high yardage. Again, Wagner with 198, just short of that 200 mark. Crockett 3.2 yards a carry, but look at Paul Wagner getting it done. 23 yards per carry, 2 for 46. How about it? Roland, not bad, 3 for 55. Of course, that big play to Rashawn Butler coming out of absolutely nowhere. That was a highlight. Sammy Bell out of the field with 12 tackles and 3 passes deflected. Wilkerson was there a lot too with 9 tackles. Those safeties, very, very good for Richmond. Callahan, of course, almost had that pick late in the fourth quarter. No picks for Richmond today. No injuries to report either for either team that I saw, unless I missed something. I did not note down any injuries for either team. So that's good, I guess. Kickers were good. Columbus here out of hand. He does get the 60% exactly, so he does avoid regression there. Chambers, 5.3 yards per carry. That's nice. Rashad Gaddis didn't do much. 4 for 8. Devontae Michaels, an insane game. Absolutely insane. 7 for 145. Ellis, 4 for 87. Not too bad either. Defensively, Whitley with 10 tackles. Connor with 3 TFLs, but I guess the sack does it for him. 5 tackles for Edwards, a sack, and 3 TFLs. But man, Connor and Edwards, just a dynamic duo on defense. And of course, Sam Jordan with the game-sealing interception. Take a look at more stats there. Return game, pretty mid, pretty expected. And Matt Montgomery, perfect on the day, 6 for 6 total. We'll look at the game stats before we leave. Plays are tied. Wow. Of course, the passing game was definitely the difference here. 348 to 191. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a great offense. Whoops. Anyway, Columbus, man, they showed everybody why they are such a good team. They moved to 7-1 on the year. Richmond fought hard, but they do move to 2-6. Yikes. They will likely have a high draft pick in this upcoming draft. We'll see what owner Trey Day does with that. But for now, we will sign off. Final score from Columbus, 34-13. Columbus wins. We'll get you out to the start of the next game, which is Raleigh at Wichita. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.